First for the CCS Bulldogs, number 11, Ryan Beach. Number 15, Brad Newman. Number 21, Jordan Lane. Number 22, Zach Clay. Number 23, Drew Foyer. Now to the Chazy Eagles, number 00, Corey Lewis. Number 4, Evan Green.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the one bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello everybody, I'm Joey Trombley and I'm here with Calvin Castine on the camera, and it is January 23rd on a much warmer night than the last time I was here with Calvin calling the game against Bolton on Saturday. A very big game tonight, a non-league action game, but a very big game just the same, because this game will go a long way when they do the seedings come to sectionals. Chateaugay is a very strong team with a strong, balanced basketball program out west. They come into this game with a 12-1 record. Their only loss came to Malone earlier this year, but they have rebounded from that game and they beat Malone on their second try. Chazy comes into this game with a 12-2 record, 7-1 in league, 12-2 overall. They played the big team down Saturday, this past Saturday, in Bolton Landon. They came up to this game. They were one of the top teams in the South, and Chazy won that game by about 19. Chateaugay has made it to the Final Four in basketball the last few years, about 3 years ago if I'm not mistaken. A very well-coached team, a well-schooled team, a very talented team. This will be a strong, true test for Chazy tonight. Calvin, your thoughts?
My thoughts are that Chateaugay is going to really test Chazy, and Chazy can't take it too hard if they should end up losing this one, because Chateaugay is a very, very good club.
There's no doubt about it. Chateaugay is a very elite team. This will be a true test for Chazy to see where they rank here in the Class D. And it's always a privilege to have a team of Chateaugay's caliber to come into Chazy. And here we are about 30 seconds into the first quarter. There is no score. Chazy shut down Chateaugay in the first offensive run down the court. Chazy has it right now with Ellis with the ball. Gets it out to Lewis. Chateaugay is into their man-to-man defense. Chazy will be into their 2-3 zone. And right now it's Lewis by the key, being guarded by the Chateaugay defender. Chazy shot clock down to 6-5. Kenny Blair making the move, and a blocking foul. 2-1. Jordan Ranking is called for the first foul of the game, and Chazy ball underneath with Goodwin taking the ball out. There's movement from Chazy, and they go way out, back to Lewis gets the ball, and he comes all the way back, cross center court. Chazy set up a pick by Evan Green. Lewis over to Ellis. Ellis back to Lewis. He looks right side to Andy Goodwin, and it's over to Goodwin. And it goes back to Lewis, and they're showing a little respect to Lewis. And Coach Guerin did not like what he was seeing out there and called a timeout. We're back from the timeout, and Coach Guerin was very animated in that timeout. Did not like what he saw early here. The score is tied 0-0, and the ball tries to get it to Evan Green, and stolen by the Chateaugay defender. Nice ball move, but Kenny Blair hustles back, and a good defensive play by Kenny Blair to knock it out of bounds. It'll be Chateaugay ball underneath. A good crowd here tonight. I figured there would be with a game of this caliber, quality team like Chateaugay into Chazy. Good crowd. It'd probably be even a bigger crowd if the girls weren't in Chateaugay playing the Chateaugay girls tonight. But a good crowd nonetheless for a Tuesday night. And Chazy in their 2-3 zone, and Chateaugay moving the ball around. 14 is Dumont. He gets it out to Beach. Beach goes inside to Rankin. And Rankin will be called for the foul. Evan Green called for reaching in. And the first foul for Chazy called on Evan Green. It will be Chateaugay ball out underneath with Brad Dumont taking the ball out for Chateaugay. And there's movement inside to number 22. The shot's up. Rebound. Headed all the way down to Evan Green. And Lewis with the ball. Lewis slows things up. We're 2 minutes into the game. There is no score yet. Chazy trying to move, Lewis trying to make the movement. Oh, nice feed. Kenny Blair misses the layup. And over the top. No, Corey Lewis called for the foul. A beautiful feed from Corey Lewis to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair missed the layup. And I think it was probably a frustration foul on Corey Lewis. And Chateaugay has the ball. Dumont gets it over to 23, Boyer. He pushes it all the way back to Dumont, back to Beach. Beach takes a shot. It goes into Andy Goodwin's hands, gives it up to Lewis. Lewis pushing the ball up. Lewis looking to drive to the basket. Lewis makes a nice drive, shields the ball well, makes the first bucket of the game. Surprisingly, Calvin, 2.5 minutes to score the first bucket.
Sometimes that happens, and sometimes both teams come out hot, then they get cold. So time will tell. It could still be a high-scoring game.
Well, there's a steal by Corey Ellis, and he takes it in for a layup, and Chazy's up 4-0 here in the first quarter. Left side to Beach. Beach pushes it inside, stolen by Lewis. Lewis steals the ball. He goes to center court. And he tries to hit Evan Green going to the bucket, but it was a little too far ahead, and the ball goes out of bounds to Chateaugay.
One of the things that's changed for as far as officiating over the years, Joey, is before if you touched the ball and it hit the floor and you caught it, it would be a double dribble if you tried to dribble it again. Now if you don't have control, they'll let you do that. Lewis had that steal, he bounced it, went on the steal, caught it, and then started to dribble. In the old days, that would have been a double dribble.
Well, the rules do change over the years, and Kenny Blair called for a foul. And Kenny Blair will be picked up his first foul. And Brad Dumont will be going to the line for two. Chazy has a 4-0 lead. I think probably more surprisingly is that Chateaugay has gone better than 3.5 minutes and not have scored yet.
Well, JV boys, Chazy led 4-0.
Well, I'm not so much about the 4-0, but just that it's taken so long for Chateaugay to score. And Dumont makes the first free throw. Doesn't get the roll, and Goodwin skies for the rebound. It's 4-1 Chazy. Lewis with the ball. Coming across center court. Ellis is standing off on the left side. Goes over to Goodwin. Goodwin looking to drive. He goes down baseline, takes it back out to Evan Green. Green sends it back to Lewis. And number 23, Bouillet's playing off Corey Lewis, giving him some respect. He knows the speed of Corey Lewis. And it's Evan Green trying to go inside to Kenny Blair, and he throws the ball away. And the ball's given up to Dumont. Dumont will take it up across the court. He goes left side to 23 to go inside to Bouillet. No, Bouillet hangs on to it. He has the ball right now. That was given back to him by Beach, but goes over to Beach. Beach goes down low to number 14, Dumont. Dumont back out to Beach. Beach goes way to the right side. And stolen by Kenny Blair. Pushes it to Lewis. Good defense by Chazy. Lewis with the ball. Lewis inside to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair inside to Goodwin. And nice feed from Lewis to Blair to Goodwin. It's 6-1 Chazy. With Dumont taking the ball up for Chateaugay. He goes left side to Bouillet. Bouillet has the ball. Goes back over to Dumont. Dumont looking to drive. Pushes it back over to Bouillet. Bouillet will take the three-pointer. He misses. Rebound Kenny Blair. And he throws it out away. They had control. Kenny Blair tried to get it to Corey Lewis and overthrew him. And the ball will go to Chateaugay with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 6-1 Chazy. Dumont gets it out to Bouillet. Trombley is in the game for Evan Green. They go into the corner, goes back out to Dumont. Dumont goes left side to Bouillet, picked up by Corey Ellis. There's some help. It goes out. They're looking to penetrate. Way to the right side, down low to 22. Peck. Peck gets double teamed. Pushes it out. Nice ball movement. Nice ball movement from Chateaugay, and Beach was open. He buries the jump shot. Pushes up to Trombley, back to Lewis. Lewis goes left side to Ellis. Ellis anxious to take a shot. Nothing but air ball. Lewis was anxious to take the shot. I think he rushed that shot a little much. Don't you think, Calvin?
Yeah, but I think it was Ellis who rushed that shot, Joey, not Lewis.
I do get the Coreys mixed up because of the Coreys. It was Ellis who rushed that shot, was not Lewis. And thank God I have Calvin on camera to correct me, because God knows I make that mistake about 5 to 6 times a game in the first half alone. Well, right now it's Chateaugay with the ball over to Bouillet. Bouillet being guarded by Trombley in the 2-3 zone. They back off on the zone because they're out towards center court. And it's Bouillet. He goes left side over to Beach. Stolen by Corey Ellis. He read it. Ellis takes a nice layup. Chazy is up 8-3. Good defensive play by Corey Ellis. Right now you have Bouillet. Bouillet goes inside to Rankin. Rankin pushing it in. Shot by 14. Kenny Blair has it. Lewis has the ball. And Mr. Schutz sees it Chateaugay's way. Corey Lewis thought it was knocked away, but Schutz says no way, Chateaugay ball. Rankin will take it out for Chateaugay, and he gets it out quickly over to Dumont. Dumont surveys the situation. He goes back left side to Bouillet. Bouillet back over to Rankin. Rankin goes inside, back door, and Peck was there. Nice feed. Peck with the basket. 8-5 Chazy. With 1:22 to go here in the first quarter. Lewis loses the ball inside to Goodwin. Kenny Blair. He misses the shot, and the ball goes into Chateaugay. And it is Chateaugay looking to run the court. Chateaugay looking to run. Lewis steals the ball, pushes it up to Ellis. Ellis for the layup. Ellis fouled as he goes up. And number 11, Ryan Beach, fouls him hard. But Corey Ellis will go to the line for 2. It's 8-5. We have 1:02 here left in the first quarter. Corey Ellis looking to increase a 3-point lead to a 5-point lead. He misses the first shot.
Joey, a previous play down the floor where Lewis ended up rolling the ball. I was hoping Chazy would score on that to see if Rob Guerin would add that to his playbook.
It was a different play. I think that was their trick play for the night. They didn't capitalize. And Corey Ellis gets the roll, and it's 9-5 Chazy. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Bouye with the ball. He pushes it back out. An illegal screen on number 11, and that's the second foul on Beach. That'd be considered a foul, right, Calvin?
Oh, yeah.
It's the second foul on Beach. So you have Andy Goodwin taking the ball out to Lewis, and Lewis has the ball. He's calling the play. 33 on the shot clock, 47 in the first quarter. Inside to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer is going to go into the Giants, and Kenny Boyer makes the bucket. 11-5 Chazy with Dumont coming down the court. Dumont goes right side to Beach. Beach back over to Dumont, way out to number 23, Bouye. Bouye back out to Dumont. Dumont back to Bouye. Bouye has the look, misses the shot, but Rankin Peck skies for it. Rebound, pushes it back out to Dumont. Dumont inside the paint. Number 15, Helms. Ball goes all the way up to Corey Ellis. Ellis makes the move. Good defensive play by Beach. And Corey Ellis changed his shot in between. 3 seconds to go. Good defense. Shots up. And no, the first quarter comes to an end. An exciting first quarter. Chazy leading 11-5. Are you surprised by that, Calvin?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, you heard it from Calvin. He's surprised. We'll get a little more from him when we come back from the break. Didn't mean to catch you off guard. We're back from the break. Calvin, what's your thoughts, or what was so surprising in the first quarter for you anyway?
Chazy just seems to be able to move the ball. Chateaugay's got good defense, but so far Chazy has been able to control their offense.
Well, for one quarter so far, they've shown they can play with the best from the West so far. We have 3 quarters to go here. Chazy has a 6-point lead here in the second quarter. Inside to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer loses the handle, and it's picked up by number 22, Peck. And the ball comes way up on the left side to Bouye. Bouye trying to penetrate that zone, but Chazy plays a very strong 2-3 zone. Ball pushed inside, and rebound Goodwin. As Helm was in the paint, but he missed the shot. Goodwin grabs the rebound, gives it to Lewis. Lewis crosses center court. He goes way out to Kenny Boyer. And oh, what a nice play from Lewis to Kenny Boyer. 13-5 Chazy.
That goes in the highlight film.
Yes, if we had a highlight film here, maybe you'll put one together for the year, Calvin. That would be on the highlight film, no doubt about it. And the ball has it to Beach. Beach takes a 3-pointer, and Evan Green was in his face, but give it to Beach. A beautiful 3-pointer from Beach, and he cuts a 13-5 deficit down to 13-8. Lewis goes back inside to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer to Goodwin. Goodwin takes a shot, doesn't get the roll, rebound, and Peck skies for the ball, and he comes down with it, and he gives it over to Dumont. Dumont to the right side to Beach, back over to Dumont. Dumont gives it to Bouye. Bouye with the ball. He goes back to the left side. Beach came all the way across the other side. They switch sides. Dumont has a shot. And Dumont nails a 3-pointer, and that's 2 3-pointers in a row for Chateaugay. It's Calvin, it looks like they're warming up.
And you got to be careful with a zone that you can be burnt like that. And Chazy is reluctant to come out of that zone. They may have to do it.
Ellis was blocked on the 3-pointer, and they call a jump ball. And the arrow points in Chateaugay's favor. Helm is coming out of the game, and Rankin is back in the game. It's 6 unanswered points for Chateaugay on 2 3-pointers, and they've cut the deficit down to 13-11. And right now it's Bouye looking to try to tie this game, or maybe go ahead with it on this shot, and it goes to Brad Dumont. And back out to Beach, over to the right side, over to Bouye. Right now it's Dumont with the ball. Dumont goes out to 23, which is Bouye. Bouye pushes it to the right side of Dumont, back to Bouye. Bouye going into the paint, a wild shot, rebound, and it goes to Lewis right now. Andy Goodwin made a nice rebound. Ellis has the look. Ellis misses the 3-pointer. Goodwin dives for the ball, doesn't get it. Kenny Blair's there, and Zach Peck takes it right to the basket, and it's 8 straight points for Chateaugay, and they've tied this game at 13. Kenny Blair inside to Andy Goodwin, out to Corey Ellis. Ellis shoots, he misses the ball. Rebound Evan Green, out to Lewis. Lewis back to Ellis. Ellis back to Lewis. Lewis, 27 seconds on the shot clock. They got time. Lewis with the ball. He's trying to make something happen, trying to get somebody open. Inside to Evan Green, and a nice pass from Lewis to Evan Green. Evan Green comes in on the back door, makes the layup, and it's 15-13 Chazy. Beach with the ball. He goes to the right side to Dumont. Dumont takes a shot. Rebound, 21 Rankin. Grabs a rebound, and the ball will go off Kenny Blair as Rankin tried to get it to Zach Peck underneath. Chateaugay ball underneath. We're 4 minutes and 33 seconds here in the second quarter. Chazy with a 2-point lead. And Dumont takes it in. And Dumont takes it to the paint, makes the bucket, and this game is tied 15-all. We're having an exciting second quarter here. First quarter was Chazy. Second quarter would be Chateaugay so far. Game tied 15-all. Lewis with the ball. He gets to Goodwin. Goodwin to Ellis. Ellis lets the 3-pointer go in and out. Andy Goodwin skies for the rebound. Out to Corey Ellis. Ellis back to Lewis. Lewis looking to make a move. Good pick by Goodwin. Out to Evan Green. Over to Ellis. Inside to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair making the move. And he's fouled. That's number 3 on Beach, it looks like. It's 1-1. That should be 3 on Beach. I would think the coach will be going to the bench here pretty soon. Doesn't like that call, but Kenny Blair goes to the line for 2. And Kenny Blair misses the first shot. And like I figured, Helm is coming into the game. Beach is coming out with 3 fouls here, halfway through the second quarter. Kenny Blair. He makes the second shot. It's 16-15 Chazy. Chazy with a 1-point lead. Brad Dumont has the ball. He goes right side over to Bouye. And it's now left side inside to number 21. And that would have been Rankin. And it goes out of bounds. The ball is in Chazy's favor. And Coach Guerin wants a timeout. There's 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. Chazy is leading 16-15. And we're back from the timeout. There's a full court pressure right now. Inside to Lewis. Lewis out to Andy Goodwin. Lewis will look to drive past there. He gives it to Kenny Blair. Out to Andy Goodwin. Ellis with the ball. Ellis gets it to Lewis. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Chazy wasn't prepared for that full court pressure, but they broke it. I think barely broke it, but they did break the full court pressure. And Lewis goes right side to Ellis. And they mixed up Ellis on the right side, trying to mix things up. Lewis takes a 3-pointer, goes in and out. And the rebound, a big rebound from Helm. Helm pushes it out to Dumont. Dumont goes to center court. Chazy sets up in their offensive end. Chazy in their defensive end. Chateaugay, 21, Rankin pushes it over to Dumont. It goes back to Bouye. Bouye goes inside. It's knocked away. Andy Goodwin grabs it over to Corey Ellis, or Lewis. Lewis pushes it to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair doesn't get the roll. Evan Green's trying to save it. Ellis with the ball, and it's a push by 15, Helm. Ellis had the ball. Helm couldn't slow up and barrels over Corey Ellis.
Lewis did a nice job of getting that ball to Blair. Boyer was caught in one of those in-between things where he decided to pull up and take a little short jumper, but I think if he'd taken one dribble, he could have used the glass and banked that in.
Yeah, that's what it looked like for me here too, Calvin. But he goes back into Kenny Boyer. Let's try it again. Ball's knocked away. Evan Green has it. Over to Ellis. Ellis misses the three-pointer, in and out. And it's rebound Chateaugay. Dumont with the ball. And Corey Lewis called for the foul. That'd be his second foul. We're 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Chazy has led this game all the way through. They're up by a point now, and Chateaugay's looking to get their first lead of the night. And Chateaugay coach calls timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment. We're back from the timeout, and the ball gets out to Bouye. He gets it out to Dumont, back to Bouye. Bouye gives it back to Dumont. Dumont to Bouye. 24 on the shot clock. 15. Helm has it. All the way over to Dumont. Dumont back to Helm. Helm looking to make a move. Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer for the jump ball. And arrow favors Chateaugay. We're under 2 minutes, a minute 54. Chazy's up 16-15 here in the first half. A low scoring game. And they go right side looking for the open look. He goes into the paint. And the ball's up. Misses. Rebound Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer with the ball. He gets it out to Corey Lewis. Lewis will take it up the court. Lewis bounces it over to Ellis. Bounces it back to Lewis. Lewis has the ball. Gets it out to Andy Goodwin. Goodwin back to Lewis. Lewis over to Goodwin. Goodwin looks inside to Kenny Boyer, but it goes back to Lewis. We're 10 seconds on the shot clock. Evan Green tried to hit Kenny Boyer, but the pass was too high. And Dumont tried to hit a hustling Helm going down on the right side, but overthrew him. Ball go back to Chazy with Corey Lewis with the ball. We're at minute 15 now into the first half. 28 on the shot clock, and the ball goes over to Ellis. Ellis pushes it back to Lewis. Lewis with the ball. Nice pick by Kenny Boyer. Open look. And the miss by Lewis. And Evan Green from going over the back. Evan Green called for going over the back. We're under a minute. Chateaugay looking for their first lead of the night. They're down by a point, 16-15. And Dumont has the ball over to Bouye. And we've seen a lot of that tonight. Bouye over to Dumont. And right now, Dumont has the ball back to Bouye. Bouye back to Dumont. Dumont over to Bouye. Try to go inside. And somehow Ellis comes up with the ball, bounces it over to Evan Green, and nice heads-up play. Corey Ellis to Evan Green. 18-15 Chazy with 26 seconds here to go in the first half. Dumont with the ball. He'll take the three-pointer. Misses it, and it's off the hands of Helm. Chazy has the ball. Coach Guerin is calling for one more shot. 18-15, 19.4 seconds to go. Lewis with the ball, and he'll take it up. He'll probably try to penetrate, and as he's penetrating, if Goodwin or Boyer's open, he'll get the pass to them. But he'll hold it down to about the 7 seconds now. Goes over to Ellis. Ellis has the ball inside to Goodwin. And yes, nice feed. Ellis to Goodwin. Nice ball movement. Chazy goes into the half with a 20-15 lead. Calvin, your thoughts?
Well, I think if you told me that Chazy would score 20 in the first half, I'd say they're probably losing by about 20. But Chateaugay has only 15. Both teams have been playing good defense. It hasn't been the fact that neither team is playing that bad on offense. They're both playing good on offense, but the defense has been the big story so far.
Well, one thing I've seen from Coach Guerin coming over here, he has been very aggressive with that 2-3 zone. And if you look at the scores of the Chazy games, the last 4 teams that the Chazy has played has scored under 40 points.
Well, we could make it 5.
We'll know in a little bit. We'll be back after the break. Okay, we're here to start the third quarter. It will be Chazy ball. They go into the half with a 20-15 lead, and it's Goodwin getting the ball out to Lewis. Lewis looks like they're going to double up on Lewis. Gets it out to Goodwin. Goodwin inside the green, out to Lewis. Lewis has the look, and Lewis nails a three-pointer, and it's 23-15, a big bucket for Chazy coming out of the bench, or out of the locker room, and we have Dumont with the ball. He goes back over to Bouye. Bouye gets it out to Dumont. Dumont goes right side to Helm. Helm back over to Dumont, over to Bouye. And Bouye looking for Dumont, and he finds Dumont by the center court. Dumont goes left side over to Bouye. 8 seconds on the shot clock and counting. Over, looks to penetrate. They get the shot off before the buzzer. And Helm takes a shot, grabs his own rebound. And Lewis ends up with the ball. And he looks it over to Ellis. Ellis will take a three-pointer. Ellis gets the roll, and it's 2 3-pointers for Chazy, and it's 26-15, the biggest lead of the night for Chazy here early in the third quarter. Chateaugay had cut it down to a point and had ample opportunity to grab the lead in the first half, didn't do it, and now Chazy's up by 11. They're moving the ball around, but Chazy's been playing a very tough 2-3 zone. Their last 4 games prior to this game, Chazy had given up under 40 points a game, so they play a very stiff 2-3 zone. And Goodwin goes up hard. He comes up with the rebound, gives it over to Lewis. Andy Goodwin skied for the rebound. Lewis, a little out of control, gets it to Ellis. And Ellis comes out in the second half with a hot hand. And another three-pointer. And it's 3 3-pointers for Chazy. And a 20-15 lead has now expanded to 29-15. It is Dumont with the ball. I think Chateaugay is a little shell-shocked here early on, but a nice no-look pass over to Peck, and Peck a reverse layup. A beautiful play from Chateaugay. Coming down, Ellis with the ball, or Lewis back to Ellis. Ellis in and out, and rebound by Peck. Gives it up to Dumont. Chateaugay is running the floor. And it would be on Corey Ellis. Hard foul. But good sportsmanship from Ellis to making sure that Dumont is okay. It was a hard foul. And it will be Chateaugay ball underneath. And they go out way over to Rankin. And the ball's knocked out. Good try by Corey Ellis. And it goes to Chateaugay with Rankin taking the ball out, and he pushes it out to Dumont. Dumont looking to pick up the pace here. Ellis or Lewis grabbed the ball away from him. Went over to, and that'll be a carry to Lewis. He gives the ball to Mike Roberts. And the ball goes over to Mr. Schutz, and Schutz will give it to Mr. Rankin. Rankin takes it out. He gives it over to Dumont. Dumont with the ball. Slowing things up. Chateaugay is not panicking. They're down by 12, but they got a very solid team, a solid program. So they've been in these situations before. But right now it's a Dumont. Goes out left side to Helm. Helm inside. Nice play by Rankin. Goes underneath. And it's 29-19. A nice basket. And they've cut the lead down to 10. Chazy had it up to 14. They've cut the lead down to 10. Lewis with the ball.
Coach Ron Boyer hollering out, "Who is on this side?" And one of the fans said, "You are."
Well, I guess that would be true. But I think what he was getting at, who is leaving Corey Ellis open like that? I mean, Ellis has been wide open. He nailed 2. The third one went in and out. And he wants to talk it over. Now the coach for Chateaugay is very animated in his timeout. But Guerin's animated in his timeout. And they're both yelling encouragement to their teams. And I guess they're trying to get their point across here, but this is a fun timeout because both coaches are into this timeout.
Well, sometimes you see the coaches hollering. And, as I've mentioned a few times, I coached town team ball for a number of years. And at first I'd call a timeout and talk to the guys. And guys would be looking all over the place. And then I started hollering at them. They're like, "What are you hollering at us for?" I said, "I'm not mad, but I want to get your attention."
Lewis has the ball in from Goodwin. And it looks like they're going to try to double team Lewis again. They do. It flies over to Ellis. Ellis gets it out to Andy Goodwin, back to Ellis, over to Lewis. Lewis back to Goodwin, out to Ellis. Ellis trying to take the shot. Goodwin making the move. Kenny Blair's up for the rebound, and Kenny Blair, strong rebound, makes the bucket, and Chazy's leads back up to 12, 31-19. 23, Bouye has the ball for Chateaugay. He fakes right side, looking to get rid of the ball. He does. Helm comes over to help out. It goes out, back out to Bouye. Bouye goes inside, and nice play. And Andy Goodwin, I think, will be called for the foul. It would be Andy Goodwin, got him from behind. What a nice move by Rankin, but he'll go to the line for 2. And Rankin misses the first shot. There's 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Rankin will take his second shot. Misses that one, and rebound. Rebound by number 25, or 20, I can't see the number. It was 15 actually, Helm. And the ball's knocked out, and it goes to Chateaugay with Bouye with the ball. Over to Dumont. Dumont to Bouye. Bouye being guarded by Ellis. Back to Dumont, back to Bouye. Goodwin comes out on the 2-3 zone to help out. There's Ellis. Pressure given in. 21, Rankin pushes it back out to Dumont. Dumont and Kenny Blair will be picked for the foul. 2 shots. And Chateaugay is going back to the line. Chazy has a 12-point lead, but you can kind of feel the momentum switching a little bit right now. And Dumont makes the first shot of the 2 free throws. It's 31-20, an 11-point Chazy lead. And Dumont cuts the lead down to 10. Kenny Blair gets it to Lewis. Lewis coming up. He pushes Goodwin to the left side. Out to Ellis. Ellis has the look. Ellis in and out. And rebound by Rankin. Rankin skies for the rebound. Gives it up to Dumont. Dumont over to Bouye. Bouye with the ball. 22 on the shot clock. He gets it back to Dumont. Dumont's picked up by Evan Green. It goes back to Bouye. Evan Green with the ball, goes left side, and Helm throws a hard ball over to Peck, off Peck's hand, and the ball will go back to Chazy. Chazy up 31-21. They were ahead at 5 at the half. Now they got their lead to 10. And we have Beach coming into the game and Helm going out of the game. Beach, as you remember, had 3 fouls in the first half. So he'll probably be a little light on the defensive end if he wants to stay in this game for any length of time. And it is Lewis taking the ball up for Chazy, crosses center court. He's calling the play. There's movement from Chazy. He gets it out to Ellis, back to Lewis. He calls the play central. Evan Green goes out left side to Goodwin. Back to Ellis, who tosses it. Kind of a dangerous pass, kind of floated out to Lewis. Inside to Kenny Blair. Oh, nice play. Kenny Blair fakes the shot. Hits Andy Goodwin coming in on the back door. And Chazy's leads back to 12. Dumont with the ball. Out to Bouye. Bouye with the ball, pushes it out over to Dumont. Dumont goes to Beach, stolen by Ellis. Oh, Ellis tried to hit Evan Green, but Dumont, nice defensive play. And Ellis comes up. He throws the ball away. And a lot of movement, nothing happening until Dumont takes it to the hoop. And Chazy had 2 opportunities and threw it away twice. And Chateaugay capitalizes on the second mistake. Ball stolen away. They double team on Corey Lewis. Dumont goes up, and they've cut the lead to 8. And Coach Guerin says timeout. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. 4 quick points for Chateaugay. Chazy ahead 33-25. All right, we're back. Goodwin gets it over to Lewis. 2 minutes and 13 seconds in the third quarter. Chazy's up by 8. They're up by 5 at the half. 8's a good lead, I guess, but they were up by 14 at one time. But Chateaugay is a very calm, cool, collective team. They've been here before. They know what it's about, so they aren't too rattled by anything right yet. And Lewis has the ball. Looks inside to Kenny Blair, but goes out to Corey Ellis. Back to Lewis. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Lewis takes an NBA three-pointer. And it was air ball galore, out bounds, and it goes to Chateaugay. And Chateaugay can cut this lead down to 6. The Chazy lead down to 6. They're down by 8 right now, and maybe even closer. It is Peck with the ball over to Boyer. Boyer over to Dumont. Dumont tries to go up. And Kenny Blair will be called for the foul as Peck skied above to the rim. And Kenny Blair called for the foul. And Peck will go to the line for 2. No, underneath. They said no. That was underneath. It's not a 2-shot foul. Well, you can hear the fans upset for Chateaugay, and then the coach is upset for Chateaugay, but the bottom line is the refs saw it, they called it, and it is not a shooting foul. Ball gets out to Dumont inside 22 Peck. Peck being challenged by Andy Goodwin, and the ball goes out off Goodwin. Ball will go back to Chateaugay. There's 25 seconds to go here on the shot clock. 1:20 in the third quarter. And Boyer with the ball over to number 11, Beach. Kenny Blair has the ball. He's looking to run the court. Kenny Blair looking to run the court. Trying to slow it up. Knocked away. Over to Evan Green. Goodwin has the ball. Trying to get outside the paint. Puts it to Evan Green. Green takes a shot. And the rebound goes to White on the line. Shutt says White on the line. Chateaugay ball. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Chazy maintaining an 8-point lead. And Dumont will slowly take the ball up. There's movement from Chateaugay. Boyer on the left side. Back to Boyer. Boyer gets it over to Dumont. Dumont goes to Boyer. Boyer with the ball. Gets it out to Beach. Beach back to Dumont. Dumont trying to go in the paint. He feeds. Oh, nice play. Misses the shot. Jump ball called. Rankin missed the shot. And Rankin is coming out. And Helm is coming in. And nice alley-oop to number 2, Peck. And Peck has cut the lead down to 6. Chazy calling for the last shot. They had a 5-point lead at the half. They're up by 6. You think that would be sufficient, but they had a much bigger lead early on in the third quarter, and Chateaugay has whittled the lead down. We have 5 seconds to go here. Ellis with the ball, taking an NBA three-pointer. He misses it. And the third quarter comes to an end. Chazy is ahead 33-27. Calvin, it was an exciting third quarter. Your thoughts?
Looked for a while like Chazy was going to pull away, but Chateaugay has battled back, as you said, and I think we're in for an exciting fourth quarter.
I think so too. It's going to be a fun 8 minutes, and we'll see how it ends up. Well, we're back to start the fourth quarter. Chazy will take it out, and it's Lewis with the ball. Lewis kind of starting things up, gets it over to Ellis, back to Lewis. Lewis inside to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair has the look. misses the shot, and Rankin goes up for the rebound, pushes it out to Dumont. Dumont with the ball goes left side to Helm. Helm back to Dumont. Dumont with the ball goes right side to Beach. Beach misses it. And the ball goes off Chateaugay, and it will go to Chazy. Goodwin taking the ball out as he normally does, gives it over to Lewis. Lewis taking the ball up. Evan Green making some movement down below. Goodwin on the left side. Evan Green pushes it out to Ellis. Ellis with the ball. Goes inside to Goodwin. Goodwin takes the shot. And Goodwin hits the baseliner. And it's 35-27. Chazy up by 8. And it is Dumont. Dumont with the ball. He bounced it left side over to Helm. Helm tries to go inside, and it's taken away. Evan Green grabs the ball, slows things up, gets it to Lewis. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Lewis with the ball. And over and back.
You see Chazy is setting up with Boyer in that high post, getting between the defenders, and it's causing problems for Chateaugay in that 1-2-2 defense.
Yeah, and they were trying to go back inside again, but he's called for the over and back. And it was a gift for Chateaugay because Corey Lewis does not normally make that mistake. Oh, nice pass. What a nice pass from Rankin to Peck, and Peck goes up for 2, 35-29. 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Chazy up by 6. Kenny Boyer posting up, as Calvin said, in the center. Out to Andy Goodwin. Goodwin lobs it back to Lewis, inside to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer back to Goodwin, over to Evan Green. Inside to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer, yes, Kenny Boyer goes up on a nice feed from Andy Goodwin, and he's fouled by number 21, Rankin. Kenny Boyer, like you said, Calvin, posted it up, went down to the wing, came back to him. He's going for an old-fashioned three-point play.
You're just getting a wedge between those defenders, and once you do that, it opens up other things.
Kenny Boyer misses that one. Pushed out, but it goes all the way out to number 15, Helm. Helm gives it over to Peck. Peck will send it back to Dumont. Chazy with an 8-point lead. They throw the ball away. Goodwin gets the ball. Gives it over to Lewis. Lewis says, slow it up. We got an 8-point lead. Clock's in our favor. Let's take our time. Let's work the good shot. Lewis inside to Kenny Boyer. Back to Lewis. Lewis inside to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer goes in strong again. Grabs his own rebound. Travel called. Robert says travel. And Boyer's back in.
Travel or not, that was a great second effort by Boyer to get his hands on that ball on that rebound.
Absolutely. Kenny Boyer's giving everything he's got here in the fourth quarter. And Coach Boyer wants to talk it over. His troops are down by 8 with 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And we're back from the timeout, and Dumont has the ball. He goes left side to Boyer. Boyer back to Dumont. Dumont back to Boyer. Boyer tries to go inside. Oh, nice pass. Nice feed to Rankin from Peck. And Andy Goodwin called for the foul. It's probably his third foul is my guess. I'm guessing third foul on Andy Goodwin. And 2 shots for Rankin. He makes the first one. It's 37-30 Chazy. And he makes the second one. 2 free throws for Rankin. And Chazy leads 37-31 with Lewis taking the ball up. Kenny Boyer posting up in the center. Out to Ellis, over to Lewis. Lewis back to Ellis, over to Lewis. Lewis goes back to Ellis, back to Lewis. And Evan Green switches sides with Kenny Boyer. Down to Evan Green. Evan Green back to Lewis. Inside to Kenny Boyer. He tries to feed Evan Green. Maybe Kenny should have taken that shot, but he tried to give it to Evan Green. Stolen by Chateaugay. And Dumont with the ball. Now it's Boyer. Boyer back to Beach. Beach goes over to Dumont. Dumont to Beach. Back to Dumont. Dumont inside to the big guy Rankin. He has it knocked away by Lewis. And Lewis with those quick hands takes it away from Rankin. I don't think he was expecting that. We're 4 minutes and 25 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Chazy 37-31. Lewis with the ball, 22 on the shot clock. And he still has the ball. He's calling for some help. Goodwin comes out to help him. Goodwin goes over to Evan Green, pushes it back to Lewis. 10 on the shot clock. Lewis in the paint. Tries to scoop it. Ball knocked away. They got the numbers. Chateaugay has the numbers. Baseline shot. Misses. And Corey Ellis with the rebound. Lewis will slow it, take it up. We're under 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. 37-31 Chazy. Lewis with the ball. Chazy trying to extend on their lead. Kenny Boyer posting up. Evan Green down below. Kenny or Corey Ellis way on the right side. Andy Goodwin on the left side. Picked by Boyer. Ball goes over to Andy Goodwin. Goodwin being challenged. Gets it out to Evan Green. Gets it back to Lewis. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And they don't get the shot off. Good defense from Chateaugay to get the shot clock down. And Chateaugay will take the ball up with 3 minutes and 20 seconds. They're trying to cut this 6-point deficit down to 4 or maybe even 3 on this possession. They've been having some success with the big guys underneath. They're being patient, moving the ball around. And it is Boyer with the ball. Gets it inside to the big guy. There we go. Inside, Rankin with the ball. Pushes it back to Boyer. Boyer back to Rankin, all the way across court to Dumont. And good hustle by Ellis. And there's Beach. He'll go take a jump shot. And Beach makes a shot at the foul point. And Kenny Boyer trying to find somebody. Hits Evan Green. Back to Kenny Boyer. Over to Lewis. Chazy up by 4 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Lewis with the ball. He goes right side to Ellis. Ellis back to Lewis. Lewis back to Ellis. Over to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer back to Lewis. Over to Ellis. Ellis has the look. Ellis misses. Rebound. And good rebound by Peck. Peck gives it up to Dumont. Dumont pushes it out to Beach. Beach goes all the way to Boyer. Back to Dumont. Dumont fakes the 3. Back to Boyer. Boyer goes underneath to the big guy. There's a shot for Beach. Blocked by Goodwin. Goodwin has the ball. Won by Chateaugay. And it goes over to Rankin. Ball knocked away. And Ellis grabs it. Pushes it over to Lewis. Under 2 minutes to go. Chazy with a 4-point lead. And it is a wild fourth quarter, as Calvin said at the break. Chazy with 23 on the shot clock. Lewis with the ball. Ellis on the left side. Kenny Boyer on the post. Andy Goodwin down low along with Evan Green. Kenny Boyer has the ball over to Evan Green. Back to Lewis. Lewis goes into Kenny Boyer. Inside to Goodwin. And what a nice feed. And Goodwin gets the roll. It's a 6-point Chazy lead with Dumont coming down left side to Boyer. Boyer gets it over to Dumont. Dumont back to Boyer. Boyer over to Dumont. Dumont will take an NBA three-pointer. He misses. Rebound number 22. Good rebound by Peck, and 0-0. Corey Lewis called for the foul. That should be number 3 on Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. Coach Boyer wants to talk it over. Chazy with a 6-point lead. Rankin, I think, going to the line for 2 with 1:13 to go. We'll be back in a moment. We're coming out from the timeout. It is not a shooting foul. It's underneath. So the ball will go underneath with 1:13 to go. And Dumont will take the ball out. He goes inside to the big guy. And Andy Goodwin fouls Rankin going in. And we're looking at an old-fashioned three-point play here. And Goodwin called for the foul. You could see the play developing. Rankin played back a bit. And then he kind of just came in the back way. No one was really paying attention, and he makes the bucket. And he cuts the Chazy lead down to 3. Full court pressure. Dumont on Lewis. And Dumont called for the foul. It'll be Chazy ball underneath. They're going full court press. Full court. It is. And And Coach Guerin says, I want to talk this over. We're going to learn how to break this press. And Chazy has a 3-point lead with 1:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, they're setting up for the full court press. It's getting exciting here. 1:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. The noise levels picked up. Goodwin looking to find somebody. He finds Ellis. Ellis is fouled. They got 5 to give up. Now they got 4 to give up.
And what that means is that's only the third foul of the half for Chateaugay. And if they don't want Chazy to stall that ball, they're going to get the 1-on-1 situation. So they got to.
Well, Goodwin's going to, and they're hopefully trying to get a steal. And it is. Corey Ellis lost the ball in from Goodwin. Chateaugay ball. Chazy better pay attention here. It's Chateaugay ball. Dumont will take the ball in. And Dumont gets it over to Rankin. Rankin gets it out to Boyer. Boyer out to Dumont, back to Boyer. Boyer in the paint, pushes it out to Beach. Beach goes into the big guy. The big guy caught in the paint. And Corey Lewis wisely calls a timeout. Heads up play by the man that just scored 1,000 points a couple days ago. Lewis calls a timeout wisely. And there's 51.7 seconds. Chazy with a 3-point lead. Calvin, this is exciting.
Rob Guerin's got to make sure his team's aware of the timeout situation, because what you don't want to do is call a timeout if you have none left at this point. But Lewis was in danger of traveling there as he was sliding on the floor, so it's either going to be a turnover or a timeout. And with just 51.7 on the clock, this is one case where I think calling a timeout is good. I don't like to see that happen early in the game, because those timeouts are important down the stretch. And if you have a turnover early in the game, well, it doesn't matter that much. But when it comes down to this, it's crunch time, and the timeouts and the turnovers are crucial.
Well, there's 51 seconds on the game. If Chazy can take the ball down to the end of their shot clock, which is 35 seconds, they make that bucket. There's only 16 seconds left. Good chance for Chazy. So the clock is in their favor. But it was a great timeout by Corey Lewis.
Chateaugay's not going to let him run that clock down. Chateaugay will be fouling, and they'll be fouling, and they'll be fouling.
I think you might be right. Well, here goes Goodwin. Goodwin gets it to Lewis. Lewis going to the hoop, and Lewis gets the bucket. Corey Lewis, 41-36. The noise level has gotten here high in Chazy, and the ball is stolen by Corey Ellis. He's going to go up. Ellis makes the bucket. He's fouled by Dumont, and Corey Ellis will go to the line for a foul shot. Chazy is up 43-36. Calvin, I don't think anybody expected this tonight.
I did.
You thought Chazy was going to win?
No, not really. But just seems when a maroon team comes in here, they get all excited, this Chazy club, don't they?
Well, we witnessed that a year ago, the holiday tournament with Northeastern in town. And Corey Ellis makes a three-pointer. It's 44-36, 30 seconds left. Dumont with the ball, trying to get it over to Boyer. He does. And Boyer, the one-on-one situation, not a good foul.
And if you look at the 36 points that Chateaugay has scored, with 26.9 on the clock, it looks like it might be 5 in a row that they've held their opponents under 40.
Well, there's a lot of time left. He's going to line for one-on-one. It's been an exciting game for the fans here tonight, Chateaugay or Chazy. Definitely worth the $2. This ball is live, but Boyer calmly sinks the first one. It's 44-37, and he'll go to line for the second shot. Live ball. And he makes the second one, and Boyer calls timeout for Chateaugay. He's down by 6. It's only a 2-possession game as far as he's looking at it, with 26.9 seconds to go.
So once again, Chateaugay will be going for a steal, and if they can't get the steal, they'll be fouling quick.
And I think they probably still have like 2 or 3 more to give, so why not go for the steal? And the worst place, you knock off a second or 2, and then you get in that one-on-one situation is what you're looking for. But Coach Guerin is trying to calm his boys down and try to tell them, break the press. They're going to foul you. Be prepared for it. But he's looking at the clock. The clock is in their favor, so it should be an exciting 26.9 seconds.
Well, I think it'll be an exciting full 27 seconds, Joe. I think it'll go beyond that 26.9.
Calvin, 26.9 is what the clock says. I know you want to extend it because it's been an exciting game, but 26.9 is 26.9.
I'm still going to be excited a tenth of a second later.
All right, this should be fun, folks. Chazy ball underneath. You know Chateaugay is pressing here. Goodwin will take the ball out. And Goodwin gets it to Evan Green. Evan Green is fouled. Calvin, you called that one. But they knocked off 2.1 second off the clock.
There probably aren't too many people in the in the gym who couldn't have called that one.
It'll be Chazy ball again. Underneath. Underneath, Chazy with the ball. And Ellis couldn't control the ball again. And the ball will go to Chateaugay with 20. They aren't going away easily here, Calvin. Chateaugay ball. And another timeout.
Well, they're showing why they're 12-1 right now.
Yeah, exactly. They got a strong program. They're not going to go lightly. And this game is not over. It's a 6-point Chazy lead. I like their situation, but it is not over. It's only a 2-possession game.
No, Chateaugay could very easily win this one. But Chazy's got to be proud of what they've done here, and they can go another 23.2 seconds and hang on to that 6-point advantage. This will be a big win for them.
Big win for the program, big win for Coach Guerin if he can pull it off here with 23.2 seconds. Very proud of these boys. You know, they came into this year not knowing what to expect, a new coach. And if they win this game, they'll be 13-2 overall.
Coach Guerin has certainly gotten all the mileage he could out of these guys. Tonight he's only used, I think, your son Jalen a little bit in the game, and that's been it from the bench. He's gone with his 5 starters, and it might work for him.
Well, we're going to find out. We're coming out from the timeout at Chateaugay's ball. And they got number 22, Peck, down low, the big guy. It goes out to Dumont. Dumont, a wild three-pointer. Goodwin grabs the rebound, knocked away, and Boyer was there to pick up the ball. Over to Andy Goodwin, and Goodwin is fouled. We're 9.5 seconds. Chazy with a 4-point lead. And Chazy underneath again. They got to be getting close to the 1-1 now, I would think.
Maybe one more, we'll see.
And Boyer is called for the foul for holding. We're going to find out right now. It's now 1-1.
And this is something that I don't know why the coaches don't have their players do this in those situations. As long as it's not flagrant, a foul before the ball is inbounded. Why wait till it's inbounded?
And that was a smart play right there.
Hold the guy who's trying to get the ball. Don't make it flagrant. Make it look like you're playing the game as it should be played. And that time nothing runs off the clock.
Well, Green will go up to the line for the first one. Misses it. Rebound, Goodwin. Goodwin called the foul. Goodwin will go to the line for a 1-1. Well, if Andy makes these two, you can pretty much say the game would be out of reach, I would say. But he's got to get them. Oh, it's 44. Now it's still a 2-possession game. I was thinking 47.
It's a 1-1, so he's got to hit that first one.
Yes, he does. He misses that one. And Lewis with the ball. And Lewis will dribble it out, and Chazy will upset Chateaugay 44-40. What a big victory for the Chazy program tonight, Calvin.
Once again, we were fooled by this Chazy club. They held Chateaugay down to just 40 points. This is 5 games in a row where the opponents have scored 40 or less. Just a great game for Chazy. Chateaugay high up in the state rankings, and this should move Chazy up a notch or two.
Well, speaking of state rankings, Chateaugay was ranked number 9, Elizabethtown was number 11, and Chazy was number 13. So they come into this game. Chateaugay did get 40 points, but that says something about the Chazy defense. All right. The game is here. It was just finished, 44-40. We just gave, Calvin did, actually just gave Corey Lewis the Corey Lewis Day tape of the game he played against Bowdoin where he broke the 1,000-point barrier. Chazy come into this game with a 12-2 overall record, 7-1 in the league. They win this game 44-40. They now go to 13-2. Chateaugay goes to 12-2 overall. Their 2 losses have come in non-league games. As far as league standings go, this game didn't mean anything. But when it comes to state rankings in the playoffs, if teams get to that point, it will mean a lot.
Chateaugay may dread if I show up another one of their games because I was there when they lost to Malone at the Bobcat Shootout. And I'm here tonight when they lose to Chazy. So both of their losses have been on hometown cable, although they do have a victory against NAC on hometown cable.
Well, Chazy wins this game 44-40. As Calvin and Sam like to say, that's the way it was on January 23rd, 2007 in beautiful downtown Chazy.